to Brox and Max. Like and subscribe if you like the stuff on here. Even if you don't like the stuff on here and you think this channel is a complete flop and all you want to do is see me fail, still, knock yourself out and subscribe. A lot of cool content on here. More to come. Gonna go to some truck shows, maybe shoot some footage of that. But for now, we're gonna focus on some relic trucks that just seem to find me in life. What we have here is a heavy-duty Brockway 260. I think it's a 1963. I'll have to verify the serial number when we do this walk around. It's a little bit dirty. It's been sitting a while. It really looks dirty because we just had some pollen season going on the past week. But we're supposed to get some rain for the next 3 or 4 days, so I figured, hey, why not shoot a video before everything goes a complete... But anyway, this is got some heavy specs. It's got 24/5 tires, or it probably was born, well, definitely was born with tube type 1122, 1222, but for now it's got 24/5, so that means it's got 22-inch spoke wheels on it. It's got a very rugged Hendrickson suspension on it. The biggest one I've ever seen, well, that I've ever owned. I have seen bigger. Auto cars are huge, and I'm sure there's other Brockways out there that have big brackets and the springs and the walking beam, the trunnion bar, all sorts of things. But this is pretty heavy to me. I don't know what it did in its life. I bought this about probably 10 years ago now. Triple frame. Tight triple frame. Why is it a tight triple frame? Well, it has been worked on, but it was a factory triple frame. Oddly enough, Brockway's style of triple frame was a two-piece on the third rail on the outside. So somebody either stretched this out or shortened it, or maybe it had bad frame issues and they just made it triple frame like a modern day truck. And whoever did it did a decent job. I would change a few things, like this weld looks like, but that's just me because I am kind of a perfectionist when it comes to weld quality. I wouldn't want to own that. If I welded that and I was satisfied, well, the grinder would be satisfied too, because that would be smooth. Not interested in looking at bird turd welds. I don't know who this company is, but obviously it was the last company that used it. You have clearly whatever this Underground Supply Inc. does, but then you have a sticker here for the landfill 1988. So it's very possible this truck had a garbage body on it. I don't think it's long enough to have a roll-off hoist on it. I'm not quite sure. It's got this, like there was a dump box on it once upon a time, and then somebody added this piece. So I don't know. It's interesting though. Anyway, check out the inside a little bit. It's had some interior work done. This is not original to the truck. This whatever rug carpeting somebody had put in once upon a time. And then it's got this little tricky thing here. Air assist power steering. I'm sure some truck guys have seen this before, and it was pretty common back in the day. Seem to have some clutch problems. This is the way that I bought it. You have to pull back with this string, but apparently I can't pull back anymore. What's up with that? Hold on a second. Oh, that's stuck. Guess we got some issues here. So I bought this kind of running. Got this nice little step here because it's such a jump to get up in here with the way the suspension is and the tall tires. So back to I kind of bought it running. The guy push started it because the starter's out of it. And I was doing some work to it. The turbo leaked out the exhaust badly. I haven't quite figured out why. It originally had a non-turboed, well, I think the turbo or the engine is original. So it's a 260 LROH. Please don't ask what does LROH mean, because I couldn't tell you. The N stands for Cummins, and then the 6193 is the serial number of the truck. 6193, yeah, it's probably a 63. Cosmetically, it's decent. Just the white paint has decided that it no longer wants to be on the metal. Now, before it goes to complete shambles, I do need to act fast and take care of this issue, which was the intention, but then things got in the way. But that's all right. One day, along with my other one days. It's got aluminum external shutters, like all of the Brockway 200 series had. And how you also know it's not a 62, the anniversary year, is it would have had anniversary year badge. It just has the regular standard Husky badge on it. I call this a 220 Cummins. I would not think this was born with a turbo, but it has a turbo on it. But just something isn't quite right about it. I'll have to dig into my records to see if this is actually a turbocharged Cummins. Let's see if I can look down in their model. Nope. The tag on the timing cover says NH220. So this was once a 220 non-turboed Cummins. And somebody, once upon a time, decided we're going to give it about a 40 horse upgrade and put a turbo on it, which is a great idea. But something isn't quite right. It's puking. You can see the remnants of the puking from just raw oil going out the exhaust. I know it's something simple, but it's probably just as simple as me to convert it back to non-turbo. I had some ideas with this truck, put a completely different engine in it just to appreciate the heavy dutiness of it, put like a 855 of some sort to make it gloriful, if that's a word. I just felt like it deserves that, being that it's such a beastie truck. But like I said, the cosmetic work is not terrible. This is normal. This crap, I don't have my pointer finger. This is the normal drip edge roof issue that Brockway's had, 200 and 300 series and the 100 series, but that's what they had. They didn't expect these to last forever, just like all the plastic trucks today. Plastic trucks are not meant forever either. But these are humongous rear ends, like humongous. Can't remember if they're Rockwell or Timken. Maybe somebody can put in the comments what they think these actually are. But they're humongous. I've just never seen a setup like this in a Brockway before. But then again, I've never really paid much attention to how heavy duty certain 200 series Brockways are. But it's fairly complete. I'll never understand why Brockway thought this was a great idea to put the air tanks on the passenger side when the compressor on the motor is on the driver's side, and vice versa. Battery box, driver's side, starter is on the passenger side. Literally have to cross the street here somewhere to make all this happen. I can't quite figure that out. That can be altered, no big deal. Gotta be careful over here because I saw a yellow jacket. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna sneak real fast past this fender so you can see the air tank situation we got going on here. All copper airline. This is the original part of the truck. And then naturally we have somebody did some changing back in the day. It's a 5-speed with a 4-speed auxiliary. I can't tell you if the auxiliary is original, although the top cover says 1963, so maybe this is original to the truck. I always thought a 5 and a 3 was pretty much what people were running back in this time period, unless this was spec'd out special. Had some frills on it. It was once upon a time chrome air cleaner, chrome lubrifiner on the other side. Cannot say for sure if the radiator shell once upon a time was chromed, because this truck has had a lot of work done to it. The white is not original, just judging by the fact that the paint is flaking off. Like, it's just not original equipment to the truck. It's got a Brockway front axle under it. Heavy duty, thank God, compared to the Schuler that Brockway loved to use in the 200 series and 300 series. Schuler. Anyway, it's got the overload springs underneath the springs, both sides. This thing was ready to work. Whatever they did, I just wish they had more history on it. Then we got a bent, I gotta fix that, got a bent radiator bolt. Don't know what's up with that. Do not know what transpired there, whether somebody put a chain to that thinking that was a great idea to give that a pull if this truck was stuck once upon a time. But I guess if this truck could talk, you could tell me. But never seen a talking truck before. Schuler. The bumper is homemade, but whoever made it did a stand-up job on it. Great fabrication work. It just fits the ridiculous heavy dutiness of this truck. So this truck is on the project list. Got to do something with it. Don't worry, people, I won't let it go to complete. But I hope you enjoyed the video of this. It does need a starter, so I won't be able to get it running today. But like and subscribe if you like the video. If you hate the video, hey, put a comment in there. But anyway, hope everybody's enjoying the rest of their day, and I'll see you in the next one.